games, the Hoyas have only scored 10 goals, and it's been a frustrating one finding someone to put the ball. Hugely important for Tabora and Georgetown. You think about the year he had last year.
Baker steals, Baker's in, Baker shoots, save! A tremendous save by Burns as Mitchell Baker found himself alone just 20 seconds into the match.
And Georgetown's leading goal scorer is not going to get a better opportunity than that as we take a look at this. Really good play for Mitch Baker, and then
sophomore to take the corner. Georgetown's been more dangerous of late. Flicked in ball, trouble, Burns spills it, and then it's eventually clear to the top of the box. Maybe a searching drive just wide, and they'll say deflected, and the Hoyas all over the Friars in the first minute.
Yeah, really bright start for Georgetown. After that big save, Lucas Burns, who's 6'5", struggles to handle the service, and then his footing's never right as Baby.
Providence deciding to try to absorb pressure. Mansky, a turnover. Rosa shot just wide. And Bruno Rosa with a great opportunity as Mansky's turnover in a very difficult spot. Went to high school on the campus of Seton Hall. Seton Hall prep, the alma. Early ball to the back post. Clipped back in front, it'll be a corner. They found Bruno Rosa, but into the path of Garcia. Garcia, good ball. Mansky off his line to punch authoritatively away, but not out of the zone. The recirculation, and that time Mansky able to. Vieira wins it, now Tabora. Hoya's with space. Tabora did the teeth of defense on his left foot. Tabora cuts inside, and Marlon looked like he had a window to shoot the ball. And they'll say a double deflection there and a goal kick. And it has been a point of emphasis this week in training, as Tom Greaser points out, that Hoyas have to shoot more in pink cleats. Garcia could shoot or serve it here. He'll shoot it near post, and Mansky will let it go wide. And interestingly, the Providence players believe, as does the coaching staff, that it was touched. Mansky was certainly leaning the wrong way here. Garcia saw the opening. Second defender does well.
Yeah, and Bernardo is rated so highly by the Georgetown coaching staff. They love his energy going forward. You can see the work rate coming back as well.
And then good defending there by Helfrich and Jennings, forcing Providence to the end line, and the cross goes out of bounds.
Yeah, you just got to understand where you are on the field. That end line is your friend.
Looking for Rosa. He'll find Bernardo to his right. Bernardo now to O'Brien. Pierce, a dangerous ball headed away by Jennings. Jennings, positive touch to Buck. Looking through a seam to Baker. Mitch is going to get to it. Mitch to his right foot, he'll peel back. Looking for Zange, shot, wide.
And that is a fantastic ball for Joe Buck, springing Baker. And Mitch turns and plays it back to Zange, who we were just talking about. Zange tries to go one time, but can't keep it on frame.
The long strides of Mitch Baker creating separation. Then at the back post, two-man wall established. It'll be Howard. He clips one, the penalty spot, flicked on! And then Burns does it. The Hoyas got what they wanted, which is the first header.
They did. That ball got flicked on, and Burns almost wrong.
Antman finds Zange. Zange top of the box to Ponce Acampo. Shot just over, a deft piece of footwork by Mateo Ponce Acampo. He looked at Helfrich to his right, decided the space was inside, and hit it just over.
He did. Ponce Acampo cuts back to his left foot. I actually thought he took too many touches in this spot, but a really good, creates the angle and hits it well, and that one didn't miss by much. We get a look from behind the goal.
Clips the ball to the back post, looking for Zange, and too much air under that one. Zange still with it, however. Zange, a shot, curling wide.
No, and a really good individual effort from Zach Zange there. Right when he came in, he got a ball laid off by Baker with his left foot in there. Zenge gets onto this second ball, quick feet. Providence careful not to foul, and then creates just enough.
The time ticks off, and that'll do it. And Tom, I think both coaches are going to be reasonably pleased in their halftime speech.
They are. Brian Weiss,
Baker, Peretti, Tabora, and Zenge. A lot of names that are anxious to get on the score sheet.
Mature of a group as there is in college soccer.
As Pierce O'Brien finds a spot, and Mansky off his line. Danger ball finds O'Brien. Good layoff to Garcia's left foot shot, just wide. And what a connection there. O'Brien laying it off to the proper foot for Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia, we talked about that educated left foot and a really nice combination play from Providence at the start of this half. Take a look at that ball. It's cut back nicely and a perfect layoff in stride.
Off the outside of the post.
Here's a
struggling with the shape right now defensively. Here's O'Brien. Combination play. Zenge back to Howard. Little pirouette by Eric Howard. He'll get to the end line. Great work by Howard. And he'll win a corner.
Great feet by Howard. I actually think he has maybe, if he just lays that one off into a really dangerous spot, but the sophomore showing his excellent feet. So watch maybe join this late as Howard gets to the end line, and there is the layoff right to maybe.
Baker will win it near the corner flag. Good feet from Mitch Baker. Now Latif. Dangerous ball. Howard gets on the end of it and hits it over.
Oh, and Dan, that is the ball that the coaches have asked for all week in training. That early first-time ball hit to the back post, and Latif clips that one in nicely. Howard gets on the end of it.
Skip ball looking for Tabora. Good job by Marlin to get to it. Great feet from Tabora to the end line. The graduate student spins, and his cross deflected. Really good recovery there by Bernardo.
Yeah, but what feet from Marlon Tabora. You just sense this Georgetown team is going to find a goal. Take a look at this wonderful skill from Tabora.
Lots of chaos in front of Burns. Early ball, Lampman misses it. Zenge now clips to the back post. There's traffic there. Oh, and Baker mistimes the jump.
Yeah, well done by Zenge. Getting on that second ball, clipping it, searching it for the 6'4" striker in Mitch Baker, who he's really good in the air. We've seen him get onto a lot of balls. That's again from that spot that Georgetown's been. Yeah, it's been a really good response.
Zenge, lay off a shot, just wide. A great combination between Baker and Zenge.
And Dan, that's brilliant soccer. That ball's on the right side. The Hoya patient. Change the point of attack, and then look, the big man posting up at the top of the box with a great layoff.
And Pierce O'Brien springs a 3-on-3 Providence counter. Mansky off his line. And an audacious attempt.
Yeah, net.
Now Buck top of the box. Can Joe get to his right foot? Now maybe shot over. And Blaine maybe grabs his face. He plays on as Howard has space. Now it's maybe coming from behind the play. Zenge. Zenge finds Tabora, want to get left. He gets left, he shoots, deflected, goal! It's Marlon Tabora, his first of the year, and the Hoyas take the 1-0 lead.
And it's about time for the graduate student, Marlon Tabora. We said a few minutes ago, you just sensed the goal coming from this Hoya side, and that play all started with about a line-breaking pass from Stafford, and then a good layoff from Baker. Georgetown gets out the left side, and it's this combination of Zenge and Tabora, who haven't played much together. Tabora creates enough space, gets it on his left foot, a little deflection.
So Tabora's first of the year, the second assist of the year for Zenge. A tenacious Hoya attack. Buck finds Baker. Great ball by Joe Buck. Reinforcements on the way. Baker cuts in, leaves it for Zenge. The shot, the goal. It's brilliant from the Hoyas. It's Buck to Baker to Zenge.
And it's the two men we talked about, Zenge and Tabora, both scoring within a couple of minutes. And that's the second time Bucks played that ball direct to Baker in this game. And that one, a beautiful layoff from Baker to Zenge. And the Hoyas are rolling at Shaw.
And you can see a combination of elation and joy on Zenge's face. It all starts with Buck's ball.
Yeah, that is a fantastic ball. And then a good run from Zenge. And the perfect weight on that pass, that final pass from Baker. Good effort as Zenge finds some space.
Zenge cuts in. Back post ball looking for Vieira.
And it
just
is
wide.
Now a very confident attack from the Georgetown Hoyas.
Zenge finds Tabora, great touch to the inside. Has Baker and finds him. Mitch Baker, can they make it three? Just over.
And Dan, we haven't seen Baker, Tabora, and Zenge on the field, but right now, they look very comfortable playing with each other and off of each other. And this Providence back line has no answers for those three attacking players. As Baker cuts into his tackle.
Zenge springs Eric Howard. Three runners for the Hoyas. Howard slips inside. Howard's right-footed shot is over. Eric Howard undressing Rodrigo. Now finding Vieira with a head of steam. Max is gonna have a go, but it's blocked. That last touch got away from him. Wants it and gets it. The dangerous Eric Howard. Now Zenge back post looking for Baker. It's Vieira. It's Baker. And it's cleared off the line somehow.
Oh, I think Burns got a hand to that shot from Baker.
And then the Hoyas win a corner.
This ball clipped into the back post for Vieira, and it bounces up to Mitch Baker.
There's the diagonal from Buck on a rope to Howard. Now Vieira. Max Vieira to his right foot. Max Vieira shot, save, rebound Van Horn, goal! It's Matthew Van Horn, the North Pole Alaska native, his third of the year, and it's the Hoyas dominating the Friars.
And Dan, for the second time today, it's a ball from Joe Buck that unlocks a Providence defense. This one, a diagonal one that is hit with great pace to Howard. Vieira does enough in the box to force a save, and then Matthew Van Horn makes no mistake. We didn't get to see the ball from Buck that started all of this, but a good save, and then first to the ball is Van Horn. And a Georgetown team.
Zenge, good triangles today from the Hoyas. There's a diagonal ball into the path of Baker, who's in. Mitch to his left foot. Mitch, the shot just over. It was a great ball from Vieira there, I believe.
It was another good ball from Vieira. Diagonal ball. And Baker, the freshman, frustrated that he can't keep that one on frame, but another good ball hit with pace. Baker creates enough space.
Near the corner flag, he's onside. Maybe. Looping back post ball, looking for Helfrich. Overlap from Zenge, finds him. Zenge's in. Van Horn wants it, he'll get it. Leave it for Buck. Buck shot over, and Buck hit that with a 10 out of 10 on the power meter, and it might have only needed a 7.
It's incredible strength again from Baker. He dealt with a shirt grab, lays it off to Zenge, and Zenge, what a good first touch from Buck here.
Now Zenge can turn. No pressure applied to Zach Zenge. He'll shoot it.
And that's what I'm talking about. Providence has completely given up on this match. Zenge, 30 yards from goal.
Maybe now. Heaps is onside. Heaps will get to the end line. Jack Heaps with that challenge. This is Garapi on the ball here. Shot from distance into the... It's as much of a shirt as one can grab.
Yeah, Heaps with good strength. With his back to the...
Deflected shot, I believe. No, no deflection. It'll be a goal kick.
Back to the Maryland game as well, but this is a dominant performance from the Georgetown Hoyas. And the other teams in the Big East sure to take notice of this result.